Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to West Coast Morgans. It is September 6th, and we are starting to consider how we're going to prepare for the upcoming hurricane to hit Florida, which is Hurricane Irma. So we are an evacuation facility, so people will be bringing their horses here for safety and security. Concrete exterior barn is really an ideal place if you need to take your horse somewhere. If you are considering turning your horses outside to weather the storm on their own, I would please consider whether that's a normal habitat for them, to see if they're comfortable living outside in general, and also to recognize that they should have enough space to escape as best they can from any falling trees and so forth. So I think the recommendation is 3/4 of an acre per horse, maybe an acre per horse, and secured pasture fencing. For example, I would not turn my horses out in the middle of a tornado or hurricane warning or a major storm with electrobraid fencing because they're unable to see it in certain environments. So that would not be that's something that we would do here at West Coast Morgans. We would in fact secure all of the stalls and the windows and keep the horses safely bedded inside with plenty of fresh bedding, fresh water, hay, and so forth. So when you're walking around your property and considering things that you should pick up, right off the top, we're going to walk around and take a look at all this. That hose is loose, and we would suggest anything that could be loose to go ahead and roll it up, tie it up, and strap it down. Why you don't want loose things in the high winds should be obvious. Also, when you consider loose things flying around in the wind, that's funny, in the wind, you would also consider your window. Our windows are chained open with several chain links, but in that open position, the window can actually rattle, come free of its chain hook, and then slam itself closed. So rattle the window there, squirrel. So rattle the window, there we go. See, the window is not actually secured in that open position. It is, however, secured in the closed position. So for serious storms such as Irma and anything with significant wind, we do recommend a securely closed window situation for your horse. So even if there's a little noise, the horse is safe inside from the weather and any debris. So as we walk around, we look at the trees and understand that there are some tree limbs that people are concerned about. And unless you have time to trim your trees and have the tree limbs removed, you might have to leave them as they are. When you're considering other things that fly around, yes, trees. There are tree limbs. Yep. We are probably all set because luckily we trim our trees fairly frequently, and at the moment, Nikki's climbing one. At the moment, Nikki's going to take some dead limbs down, so we will be safe from that particular limb and its friend. Way to go. Good job. Oh, there's more pieces. So, and we will not leave them on the ground to fly around. We will pick those up and discard them. Now Nikki's going to come around and we're going to talk about furniture, okay? And things like this that appear to be solid but are very lightweight. Very lightweight. So you want to take all of these kind of plastic pieces of furniture and put them away. Very good. Put them away. Bye-bye. The furniture needs to go somewhere it cannot blow around. Thank you. Show me what it looks like to blow around there, Nikki. Okay, so storm, Nikki, that's what you get. So basically, lighter things are going to fly further, heavier things are going to fly in a big enough, strong enough wind. Do not assume that something is not going to fly away because it is made of metal. High winds are very dangerous, and the potential for injury is huge. So you don't want to wait to the last minute either to go outside and start moving your things around. So that was a very big effort on Nikki's part to demonstrate how things can fly in a torrential rain and wind. That was way better. There we go. So that metal bench should go away. The cones, the tether ball can probably stay there and get safe. It'll wrap itself up. Horses obviously would go inside. The jump poles would get put away. The little chain fence would get put away. The mounting block would get put away. let's see. Let's talk about pasture gates. Nikki, where are you? Here we have open gate. Here we have an open gate, and anytime during the year, actually, when there are high winds, these kind of gates, which open and close freely, will go back and forth in the wind, unfortunately putting a lot of stress and tension on the hinges, and there have been situations where they just come off the hinges. So if you'd like to keep your gates secure, go ahead and actually close them. Consider latching them as well. Tying everything down, moving things around is hugely inconvenient, but will make your life better because there hopefully will be less damage from the storm because you will have less things out of control. Mounting block. So we are not going to leave our whips attached to the fence for the storm. A, because we'd probably never see them again, and B, because we'd never see them again. So that mounting block is going to go away. Okay, so Nikki, can you show us what it would be like for that poor whip to hit some wind? Wow, she's so strong. So we're going to pick those up. We're going to pick those up. Keep looking for things that need to get put away. We can talk about pasture waterers as well. So as we walk a little closer to some of the pastures up here, we're going to notice that there are some pasture water buckets. So if your horses are staying inside, it's probably a good idea again to pick those up. If you're going to leave the pasture waters out there, you want to make sure that they've got enough weight with the water to stay down and not become a flying object for your horses to have to run around. So the other thing to remember about water is if you've got water that perhaps you're not sure how clean it is, you can put a few drops of bleach in the water. That does not mean open your bleach bottle and pour it in the horse's water. Please do not misunderstand me. We will also post some very good storm preparedness instructions at the end of this video, so you can read more about some of the simple ways you can keep yourself and your horses and your animals safe. Let's see what else. What else can we tell you from West Coast Morgans? We are anticipating quite a bit of rain. One of the other problems that we have and can expect to have in Florida is the flooding. So unfortunately, people are really trying to find evacuation facilities that are high and dry. Fortunately for us, we are high and dry, and we are an evacuation facility for horses, although we have had other animals here as well. So anything high and dry, do your research, make phone calls, is kind of what you're looking for if you need a place to go. And don't wait. I do not recommend waiting till the last minute to try to haul your horses out to an evacuation facility. A, because there might not be any spots open. See, we're going to get rid of all those chairs too before Nikki throws them around and locks me in the gate. So again, make your preparations in advance. Arrange for stalls in advance. Most evacuation facilities cost about $30 a day. You bring your horses hay and grain. They take care of your horse stays safe, God willing, and everybody manages to weather out the storm. So if anybody has any questions, we're here at West Coast Morgans, and we'll be happy to help you. Stay dry and safe, everyone. Thank you for watching.